Hi, and welcome to another edition of On the Spot. My name is Ronnie Wiley. To my right are three fine gentlemen by the name of David Wilkins, Mike Still, and Mike Moore. And gentlemen, welcome to On the Spot.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I would try to, but I can't reach that far to shake all your guys' hands. So you guys are with the Fayette County Veterans Honor Guard and the Eagle Riders.
Correct.
So you guys are combining to raise money, and tell us about your guys' endeavor.
Well, to start with, the Eagle Riders is a group within the Fraternal Order of Eagles.
Okay.
A motorcycle enthusiast, and you don't have to have a motorcycle to be a member, but you have to be a member of the Eagles to be an Eagle Rider.
Okay.
And our motto at the Eagles is people helping people.
Right.
And we do fundraisers. For example, we did one a couple of weeks ago for the mental health organizations, and we do it for the Fayette County Cancer Society, and we're going to do one for the veterans here and help them with their fundraisers, because I think that they have several new fellas, so they have to have uniforms that fit them.
Yeah.
And the flags, I think they use their flags all over the. How many cemeteries you say?
We have the two main cemeteries, Dale Cemetery, of course, City Cemetery, and we have 10 cemeteries throughout the county. Memorial Day, through my volunteers, we place flags at all the graves. If there's a holder for a veteran that needs replaced, we'll replace that. We go through probably 4,000 to 5,000 flags a year.
Wow. And you guys do every veteran's funeral that takes place here in Fayette County?
We do the last ceremony for a veteran with a 21-gun salute, playing of taps. We do graveside if the family requests it. We fold the flag, present the flag to the family. If they don't want the graveside, we will do it in front of the funeral home, because some of them don't want that in the into the cemetery. But any services a deceased vet requires, the family lets us know, we'll bend over backwards to get done what needs to be done for our veterans.
And that is why you guys, I mean, people don't understand that flags cost money.
Yes.
It costs you guys money.
Yes, we don't worry about tariffs, because everything's we buy everything from USA.
That's right.
I have two companies that it's all USA made.
Yeah.
And we do get a grant from the Connersville Township.
Yeah.
And one from the Harrison Township. But all our other money is from donations. We have no way of getting money, and any monies that we get are through donations or fundraisers like these guys are going to do for us. The leader of the Honor Guard was Tom Sefrin, and he is in a nursing home now. And I've got a new commander of the Honor Guard. We have 7 new members, 8, 9 that I've got picked up 2 yesterday, and we're there for whatever the community needs for a deceased veteran.
Yeah.
We also go to Memorial Day. We hold a ceremony across from the VFW, which is the Veterans Park.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We do a 21-gun salute, lay a wreath, play taps.
Yeah.
And we do it again Veterans Day.
Yeah.
And we go to the schools on Veterans Day. We have been there for talks with the schools and invite us in. We'll send a couple of representatives, and anything to do with veterans in the county, we'll take care of.
Yeah, and you guys align the Park Road and the parade routes with the flags.
VFW is
that VFW?
and their
That's not part of you guys?
volunteers do all
That's
this.
incredible.
Yeah.
I love that. Mike Steele, you are the president of the Eagle Riders.
Yes.
How long have you been a part of the Eagle Riders?
I've been a part of the Eagle Riders for 6 years.
6 years.
6 years now. I was deployed, and right when I got back from Kuwait is when I joined the Eagle Riders, and this is my second year as president right now.
Second term,
so,
yes.
Yeah.
I mean, we're happy to do it. I'm a veteran myself, so I know what they go through. They got, the gas for the vans and all that. Yeah, upkeep on all the vehicles.
We have a 1999 Ford van.
Oh, wow. Wow, so that's unique.
And that's maintenance, upkeep, gas, insurance.
Yeah. Yeah, it's when the wear and tear on that's getting wear and tear.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And we go to other counties too. If someone, Rush County has a veteran that they can't supply an honor guard, we'll go to Rush County, Wayne County, any place around.
Wow, wow. And so you guys got involved because when you're a veteran and you're part of the Eagles, that your motto is helping people, correct?
That's right. People helping people.
Yeah. And so when this came to you, it was a no-brainer.
It came to us at one of our meetings, and of course we vote on what we do.
Yeah.
And it was, I just thought that was a wonderful idea to put the flags out on Memorial Weekend and help them with the honor guard, and, So it was unanimous vote. But to regress just for a minute, we became an organization as Eagle Riders in 2012 in June. So we're,
Oh,
right
birthday,
anniversary
yeah,
this
yeah.
month, 13th of
Yeah.
this month.
Yeah.
And in that 12 and a half years, we have raised and given away a little over $500,000.
Wow, that's amazing.
And
That's
we've
amazing.
helped injured people, we've helped people with different health problems, deaths, things like that with their medical bills.
Cancer
And,
Society, we support them.
We just gave $1,500, $500 each to the 3 volunteer fire departments in the county, in Bentonville, Glenwood, and Everton. And
Now, is it always the rides? Is it just rides based that you guys do, or what type of events do you put together?
We also do boot drives
Boot drives, yeah,
take
okay,
donations
yeah,
that way.
yeah.
The majority of it is from the rides, the benefits itself, because when we do one, we'll have, of course, we'll block it off for the motorcycles, and it's a small charge to ride, but we also have a live auction. We also have a silent auction, and everything that is collected over that, plus what we sell on the ride during the ride time frame, T-shirts and all that, that all goes toward the
Whatever your
occasion.
cause, yeah.
Yeah, like this, it all go toward them. And I know we're planning it's probably be the ride itself. I believe is close to 80 miles. I think is what
Oh,
he was trying
wow.
to lay out.
Yeah.
The last ride we just done was 100 miles for them.
Wow. Wow. So there's a lot of planning involved.
Oh,
in
yes.
this. Yeah. So this isn't like okay, well, we did this ride, so we're going to continue to do this route every time. It all
We
changes.
go different places.
Wow.
This last ride we done for the mental health, we went up toward the north, up by Mount Summit, Knightstown,
Oh, wow.
and then back into here. This one, it's not fully confirmed yet, but we're going to go to like the Brookville. We're going to hit an AMVETS down to Harrison, Ohio, and then kind of backtrack around to Batesfield and somewhere. We haven't picked the last spot yet, so we're trying to find the veterans clubs close that we can ride to. Like
Yeah.
Brookville's got a couple, Harrison, Ohio's got one. So we're trying to include the veteran organizations in with this benefit. So.
Wow. Wow. So definitely lots and lots of planning involved in
Yes.
that. Mike, how involved are you guys in their planning with this?
Our group isn't really a group or something like that, but I help them out. I show up and whatever they
Yeah.
need done, we'll do. But it's mainly the Eagle Riders
Yeah.
is the ones that take it from square one to finished product.
Yeah. That's
And
amazing.
I'll go out and get donations. There'll be live auctions, silent auctions. There'll be a meal once the ride is complete. So I'll go out and go to the different vendors like Walmart or Tractor Supply, Gilman's, and request a donation that we can auction off at the end of the ride. Gary Wooler and his band will be playing that night. So it's not just the ride; it's a whole day of events.
Yeah.
Centered around just raising money for the Veterans Council.
And this is something that once it goes, it goes from place to place to place, and it doesn't stop.
But one of the things we also do is, as far as raising money during these, is a lot of the businesses will donate to us as sponsorship.
Yeah.
And they get their logo on the back of our shirt.
Yeah.
They'll pay $100. And a lot of the local businesses, the smaller businesses, not so much the great big ones, but they're always come across.
Yeah.
I mean, they help us. So it's not just the Eagle Riders raising the money. It takes the whole organization, including the community.
Yeah. Yeah, it just seems like this is so personal with the community that when you guys get involved with the local
cafe.
businesses. Yeah.
Connection Cafe.
Connection Cafe, we just did the mental health thing for them and raised just over $5,000 a couple of weeks ago.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. So you guys, now, I guess the question I asked, it's warm now. It's summertime. Obviously, you don't ride in the wintertime, do you?
No, not too much.
Yeah. I was gonna
Yeah,
say.
one's gotten cool, but not.
Yeah. So what happens if it rains on a certain date? Do you guys have a rain date picked, or
We
what do you guys do?
go in
You still ride?
cars, Jeeps, trucks,
Cars,
and no
Jeeps.
six.
Oh, so it doesn't have
It's
to be
trainers, right.
motorcycles.
No.
Yeah. So it could be Eagle Riders. They could be riding in their
Yes.
Jeep.
Yep.
Yeah, the Jeeps groups in town,
I have a
Union County.
Nissan Versa. I don't know if
That'll work.
That'll work. And the other thing, when we go to the different communities like the AMVETS and
Yeah.
Brookville, for example,
Yeah.
they'll stop there, take a break, and they always run a 50-50.
Yeah.
And
That's what I was gonna say.
99% of the time, whoever wins the 50-50 donates it back to the organization.
Well, oh
They
yeah,
don't
I
keep
would.
it.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to ask. Is I'm sure there's activities that go on at each
Yes.
stop.
Yep.
Because I've heard of poker runs.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's part of it.
Yeah.
And the 50-50, we include anybody at that stop, not just the people
Not
on the
just
ride,
people, right.
but we asked, the bartenders, they want to get in on, or anybody, any locals that's sitting there wherever
Yeah.
we stop at, hey, you guys want to get on the 50-50?
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, we stopped at Mount Summit one time, and they was doing a drawing same time we were. So a bunch of us jumped into their drawing, and they jumped into our drawing. So
Yeah.
I mean, it helps out. It
Yeah.
kind of goes both ways.
Yeah. Do you ever? I gotta ask you. So I don't know why I'm asking it, but do you ever look at the person? You said 99% of the time on the 50-50 they give it back. That 1%, you look at the person like this.
No,
No, I'm just kidding.
it's their money.
I know. I'm sorry. I just.
And usually the one that doesn't donate it back is not connected with our ride.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, but still. Anyway, so there's lots of. I mean, you guys
Now,
really.
some of the places we stop at,
Yeah.
they'll donate $50, like
So they'll donate too.
Glenwood Inn would donate to us. Yeah.
Oh,
we
good.
stop there.
Good. That's a good place to eat.
Some places used to donate like $1 or $2 a bike.
Yep.
Oh, really?
Yep.
So how many bikes you bring, they'll donate $1 or $2.
Yep.
Yeah.
And going along with donations, if someone can't make it out, because I know there's people that will not make it to an event like
Right.
that, they can always make a donation to First Merchants Bank, Fayette County Veterans Council.
Yeah.
And it goes straight into our banking account.
Yeah.
They can send a check, or however they would want to put the money into the account.
Yeah. So you guys are the fundraising arm of the Eagles, where you guys
Well, the Eagles itself does a lot of donations too.
Sure. Yeah. But you guys are the. I guess.
But if you put the Eagles Women's Auxiliary,
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
the Eagles Lodge itself,
Yeah.
and the Eagle Riders, combine what they do in a year, it's around $50,000 a year.
Wow. That's good. That's really
And
good.
that, most of it's in the community.
Yeah, that's really good. I mean, stays right here. That's
Yeah.
amazing. That's amazing, and you guys are getting a piece of it.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
when we would go to state meetings, they were always amazed that we would raise so much money, being from the kind of county we're from, when you're talking about 17,000, 18,000 people.
Yeah.
And then we're raising more money than the Eagles in Marion County.
Really, that's amazing.
But
Amazing.
I think the people around here are pretty giving.
There's no question about that.
This is a very patriotic county.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Yeah. We've always had that. I remember working at the radio station back during Hurricane Katrina in 2005, and Brett Briscoe and the morning guy, Bob Wills at the time, they said, hey, we're going to raise money just on a whim to raise money. They wanted to raise like $5,000 for Hurricane Katrina victims. Ended up turning into an all-day event and ended up raising $15,000.
Yeah.
So they tripled their goal, and it's because of the people of Connersville. And
Sure.
that's
Absolutely.
not unusual
Absolutely.
At all. It doesn't surprise me at all. And you guys, I'm sure, get besieged by people wanting. How do you go through and
We have
decide
an
on which one?
application.
Yeah. Okay.
If they need help with medical bills or something, they have to fill out an application, say what they're wanting it for.
Yeah.
And we don't just give them a check.
Right. You
We
go
give
pay
it-
the bills.
We go pay the doctor.
Yeah, yeah, makes sense to me. Yeah, makes absolute sense to me. you guys, Mike Moore, have been around for a long, long time.
Oh, several years, yes. It
Yeah.
was started way before. Well, I was in the Navy at the time, and
Yeah,
there, as long as I can remember, has always been an honor guard
yeah,
in this community to be there to take care of whatever needs to be done. And
yeah,
I was just privileged enough to take over as president of Fayette County Veterans Council and do my part to keep things going. Like I said, Tom Safran was a very, very integral part. It all started back with Lauren Sturgeon way back in the day.
Yeah.
Mike probably remembers Lauren.
yeah.
He was very dedicated, and he's, I believe, the one that really got it started. Him and Charlie Kempker, who was the DAV representative at the time.
yeah.
And that's who we have even on the van in memory of Lauren Sturgeon, because he was a very, very integral part of us having an honor guard.
Now, do you? I mean, obviously, you know, we've talked about what you guys do. What else does the Veterans Council?
We'll go to schools, especially around Veterans Day. Any event they want to invite us into
Yeah.
to represent the military, the honor guard. All the guys are volunteers. All of them are veterans. So they have a story they can tell.
Yeah.
And the community, especially the grade schools, mainly where we'll go to.
Yeah.
And those kids are really on
They're
the
like
edge of their
sponges,
seat
yeah.
when they see somebody in a uniform.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're very inquisitive and really
almost
want
like a
to know
recruitment.
about things.
It's almost like a recruitment, like you guys, you know, because it gets kids in.
Yeah, it's a
think about it.
we don't designate Army, Navy, Air Force,
Right, right,
Marines,
but they
it's
get interest in.
it's letting them know, hey, we've been there, because we've lost all our World War I, all our World War
Yeah.
II's about gone.
Yeah.
Now we're into the Korea guys. I'm a Vietnam vet.
Yeah.
Mike's an Afghani vet. So
Yeah,
what I like to say is, if each one remembers one, nobody ever be forgot.
that's right.
And that's what we try to do
Yeah.
as the Veterans Council and Honor Guard
Yeah.
is at least remember one.
What branch were you in?
I was in the Navy.
Navy,
Army.
Army. Okay. Yeah.
And we do the other thing we've started with Gary Woolery, he saw it at a place and brought it to me, and we conferred back and forth. We do once a year a POW MIA observance,
Yeah.
where if you go into any of the clubs around AMVETS, VFW, American Legion, the table that sits there with the plate and the rows and the chair in honor of MIAs and POWs, all those individual items on that table mean something.
Yeah.
And Gary
Yeah.
Woolery and I, and usually the commander of each organization, Gary will say the plate, and then I'll tell what the plate represents,
Right.
as one of the members of the club we're at the time sets the plate. So by
Yeah.
the time we're finished with the ceremony, the audience knows what each individual
Yeah.
items at that table represent.
Yeah, it's amazing you say that. I was on Icon of the Seas, which at the time is the biggest cruise ship in the world, Royal Caribbean, and every sailing that they always have a tribute to the veterans. And they have that very ceremony, and it was amazing. Of course, there's people from all over the world on that ship, and so it's, but to single it out for just U.S. Veterans is amazing. Now they do recognize everyone from other countries, but just to do that ceremony, it was touching. I was a kid, and I've shared this story before. When I was 18 years old, I had the Army recruiters come to my house, and if you wouldn't let me on the radio, I wanted to be Adrian Cronauer. I mean, if I wasn't Adrian Cronauer, Good Morning Vietnam, I had no. And the guy was honest with me and said, "You might not get that." He could have lied and said, "Oh yeah, we'll get you just to get me in there," and I had no interest. But I look back now as a almost 54-year-old guy that I wish I would have at least did one term or whatever service signed up for at least one, because I see what you guys do for people, the love you have for this country. It's got to feel good to be giving back, Mike. Mm-hmm. Both bikes, yeah.
It does.
Well, you have places like the Eagles, and with the veterans, it's a brotherhood.
Yeah.
It's what I can relate it to is if you went to college and you were in a fraternity or sorority,
Yeah.
it's the same thing.
Right.
You're all going through the same exact thing.
Right. Yeah.
And it's a brotherhood and a camaraderie that never ends.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I have friends that I still keep in contact with, and I retired in '92.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's just it's a brotherhood, and it's taking care of each other
Yeah.
because you all have the same problems, maybe not as bad,
Right.
but you all have the same thing in common.
Yeah, you went through the same things. You went through
Exactly.
things that I can never understand.
Exactly.
I don't know if I could even imagine it properly. Yeah.
Yeah, for somebody who's not been there, it's hard.
Yeah. It's hard to
And it's
imagine.
hard for us to describe too,
Yeah,
because
and
you got to
I-
picture it.
Yeah, and I don't know
so-
if I don't know if it's even fair to have you describe it because I'm sure some of it's not pleasant to
Right.
describe too. Yeah, yeah. And
So it's like a Coke or a glass of milk.
yeah,
We take that for granted because we can
Yeah.
go to the refrigerator and get it, or if
Yeah.
we don't have any, we'll run down to Kroger or down
Yeah.
to Speedway and get us a fountain Coke. You're out in the middle of the ocean,
you can.
or you're sitting in Afghanistan,
Yeah,
There is
you'd
no
kill
one
for
more.
a
yeah,
cold Coke, even a warm Coke.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
it's
know.
those type things that once you've had that experience, you understand and realize what you miss.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you don't take things for granted anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. My uncle was in Vietnam, and of course, he never ever shared stories. But one thing he did share was I'd always thought was really weird that he would put ice in his milk. I thought that was the weirdest thing ever. Because they never got cold milk,
Yeah.
and so and I thought that was talk about milk and Coke. It was like I thought.
It's different.
Yeah, totally different. So yeah, and so your guys' sacrifice, because you sacrificed so much. I mean, allowed me to flap my gums on the radio, act like a complete maniac. So, and I appreciate that.
And
Yeah,
that's why
very much
Veterans
so.
Council and the Honor Guard do what they do
Yeah,
in remembrance of that brother, sister we're
yeah,
doing the final
yeah.
ceremony.
Yeah, and it's got David to hear that story because you and I are the only non-veterans here. Got to make you feel good to help out with an organization like that.
Oh, yeah. My dad was in the Navy and the Army during
Oh,
World
yeah.
War II, you know, so
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah, so there you
And
go.
I'm almost 78 myself.
Oh wow, wow, that yeah. So yeah. I can't imagine, I mean the stories that you guys have, but also, it's just amazing. And here you guys are giving back. How does someone get involved with the Eagle Riders, Mike, as the president? Because of course you got to be part of the Eagles.
You got to be an Eagle first.
Okay. Well, that just answers my question.
Yes. And then there's application you can fill out and say, hey, we want to become, and then we bring it up in a meeting and pretty much get voted on, and, you know, and if everybody says yes, then we bring them in and open arms, and we run with it from there.
That sounds good. Yeah.
I don't think it was mentioned, the benefit date
Oh, right, yeah. Makes
for
sense.
theirs is July 19th.
Yeah.
Kickstands up at 12, and we'll start registrations at 10:30, I believe is what we usually do.
I'm glad you remember that.
Watch Facebook, because there will be T-shirt order forms put out, so everybody can get a T-shirt
And where would that
pre-order.
be at? The Eagle Riders Facebook page? You guys have a Facebook page?
Yeah.
Yes, Eagle Riders 1065 Facebook page.
Eagle Riders 1065 Facebook page? Okay. Yeah, Eagles 1065. That
And we'll
makes
be getting
sense.
flyers put out. and
Yeah,
everything
flyers
as
put
that
up.
time
Okay,
goes
yeah,
on.
yeah. Of course, this show.
And there's a few things we still have to work out would be the ride itself and then the menu and stuff like
Yeah.
that for the suppers.
Yeah.
We'll work that out in the next
Yeah.
few weeks. So.
See, I like that food.
You like that?
I
Yeah,
like
me
the- I
too.
like the food, yeah.
And the good thing is one of the benefits is if you come ride a bike, or if you drive a Jeep or SUV, whatever you got, and
Yeah.
you follow, once you pay to ride, that covers your meal too. So,
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, so it helps out all
Yeah.
along. And
Yeah.
we try to do everything we can to raise as much money as we can. For
And,
them.
and it's back at the Eagles, the meal?
Yeah, we
Yes.
we
So you
start
start
here,
Eagles
and our
and
final
back.
stops back here.
Wow, that's amazing.
And I'm in the process now of getting the meal donated,
Yeah.
so we don't have to take it out of the coffers. And
Oh, sure. Yeah. Yeah.
so if anybody out there wants to volunteer, feel free.
Give them a call. Give them a
Yeah.
call. And where can somebody get a hold of you guys at if they want to donate?
They can get a hold of me at my email, which is michael.moore8@gmail.com. gmail.com.
Okay. All right. And does anybody else want to give any?
They could stop down to Eagles and drop off anything. Just give it to the bartender, let somebody. It's usually an Eagle Rider in there all the time.
Yeah.
So we can find, they can find us, or we can just give it to the bartenders and they'll pass it on to us.
Now, do you guys, as Eagle Riders, do you guys take donations? Let's say somebody sees this, because this runs through the whole month. Say somebody sees it on July 21st. It's the Monday after. And they see this stuff. Man, if I'd have known about this, somehow I didn't see it, because that's what happens sometimes. People somehow don't see it. And I really want to still give to this.
They can
they
stop
give
by-
to you guys?
They can see one of us, or they can stop at, like he said, stop at the Eagles, buzz yourself in, and go to the bartender, say we want to make a donation to this, to the veterans organization we just had, and she'll put a note on it, and she'll make sure that we get that included in our coffers.
Is that for any fundraising that you guys have done?
Yeah.
So okay. So if anybody wants to donate, they can go down to any.
Or if they're cleaning out a closet or something, have something they want to donate to the auctions. Silent auction.
That's true. Yeah.
Silent auction, live auction. I mean, we'll take any kind of donation items
Yeah.
for that too.
Yeah.
And with Veterans Council, they can always just give it to First Merchants Bank.
First
We
Merchants.
take donations all year long because it's an ongoing evolution, like I say, with the maintenance on the van,
Yeah,
and
and
uniform items, and
And like I said, I don't think people understand the cost. I mean, we talk about the flags and everything, but the van and what other costs are involved?
we have the uniforms. We have to buy the shirts and have the patches sewn on. We supply them with pants, a belt, the braid. We use gold. Wear a gold braid for just a
Yeah.
normal.
Yeah.
But with any graveside ceremony or any ceremony, it's always a black band.
Yeah.
So for a celebration or a ceremony, we wear the gold, and the honor guard has to buy those uniforms. And
Yeah.
the ones we have now are, I can salvage some of the patches, which saves us a little money, but with the new guys, we're putting them all in all new uniforms and starting square one all over again.
Good for you guys. Good for you guys. As we're almost running out of time, I see your notes there. Anything that we've might have missed that?
No, like,
Well, let me say, while he's looking, we do boot drives
Yes.
twice a year, and that's ancillary money. So it's like that's where we got the money to donate to the volunteer fire departments.
Yeah.
So we don't do everything just from a fundraiser.
Right.
Other than it, but those boot drives are important. And like I said, it gives us operating money to give to someone else or some other organization.
For you guys. That's yeah.
Yeah, we don't keep anything for us.
Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome. That is awesome. Good for you guys.
the only other note was our rifles. I forgot to mention the rifles. The rifles are stored at the American Legion.
Yeah.
They have to be under guard, or I have to inventory them every 3 years. And the rifles and ammunition, we have to get them cleaned. We have to send them out of town to get any work done on them. The American Legion, AMVETS, VFW, all contribute to us. We getting ready to do a flag retirement ceremony. So if you have any old American flags, we retire them the way they're supposed to be done, burnt and buried with the ceremony around that.
All right, sounds good. Well, we appreciate you guys coming in.
Thank you for your
look
time.
forward to, you donate to this fine cause, the Eagle Riders and the Fayette County Honor Guard Association. Gary D. Woolery setting off behind the camera. Thank you very much for putting this all together, and go see that guy jam whenever he's in the area. So thank you guys for coming, and we appreciate
Thank you.
guys.
Appreciate you guys.
Being on the spot, and we'll catch you guys next month on the
Thank
spot.
you.